And let's get straight into this game. It's going to be Europa League action live right now, and let's straight into this game. Europa League soccer. It's two Republican teams. It's a Republican derby, kind of, if you look at it in a way. It's Georgehigton City versus Padres Impact. And it's two teams want to win this competition to get their hopes into the Champions League next season. So it is a big game. And two teams who played each other a few weeks ago in the Premier League have got to play each other today in the Europa League. So here we go. But before we get to that, lineup's going to be a bit different today in his team. Going to put Messi up playing today. And then Neymar also be playing today in the lineup. You know it's a big game today, so he's going for his world-class players. But anyway, let's get straight into it. And we are live for the UEFA Europa League. Let's get straight into it. It's Unai Emery's Padres. He's won this competition 3 times as a manager at Sevilla. And he wants to do the same thing at Padres he wants. That's his destiny. For Jose Mourinho, it means a lot for him to win the Europa League. He's targeting this competition as well to get a route into the Champions League. Easy route from that. He's won the Europa League twice as a manager in his career. He's won the UEFA Cup for Porto in 2003. He did against Celtic. He did. And also, he won the Europa League with Georgehigton City in 2017. He did in his first season as manager at the time. But it is big for him. There's pressure for these two managers. There's pressure for the clubs as well to get some European Champions League next season. They want to get, and Europa League for another year would be another waste of money. It will be for both teams. But here we go. And let's get into it. It is more of a big game, this is, because these two teams putting their eyes on, put one thing in one basket and worry about the Europa League in 2 bags in one basket, because Europa League's more as important for these two managers. They know this is the main focus point for their potential win this competition, go all the way to the final. They've got Neymar and Messi playing today. They know that these players are needed for this game. Now, Neymar the ball, good tackle, kept that alive there. Now, Rahul, Messi, okay. So Messi could have done something there, but good start there for City at the moment. Do ole, Padres, dun 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 dun, Padres. Here we are playing behind closed doors. There's no fans in the stadium here today. There's no supporters, of course, for today. And there's a lot of fans. You can hear them outside the stadium. You can hear a little bit of the chanting from Padres fans. They've travelled here, but they're not allowed in the ground because of COVID-19. So there's a playing behind closed doors. But it is an intense game, though, between these two teams, though. Now, Malcolm with the ball. He pins it all the way up to Pepe. Oh, he's one of the quick players. Good defending there. You know how important this game really is for those two teams of Europa League next season. Or this season, and they want to try and win the whole entire thing. Now it's Messi with the ball here. Now Messi. Okay, awful there. Now to Hugo Lloris. So these two managers have won this competition before. Emery's won it 3 times, and Mourinho's won it twice. One for Porto in 2003, the UEFA Cup, and then one for Georgehigton City in 2017. He might win it again for City, make it second, make it 3-3. Is it Nagolan? Oh, Nagolan could have scored there. Very good chance. Obviously, next game's going to be Waynord versus Manchester United. At Old Trafford, they'll be live at as well. Guardiola's team playing against Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's team. And that's in the Europa League quarterfinals. And obviously, Man United have been dropping a little bit. They're going towards 5th. They're not 5th at the moment, and the UK, they're 4th, but they've been bottling. They drew against West Ham on the weekend, and they're going towards 5th position because the teams below them are catching up towards them. Maybe use the Europa League as a backup plan, possibly for Man U. These two teams also don't really want to win this competition. They know they won the league anyway. They're top of the Premier League. They're top of the Premier League. They did drop out into the Europa League in December. In the Champions League, they did because they were useless. They lost to Bayern Leverkusen at home. They did that time. So this is more of a distraction, I think, Reynolds for that. They've got to put their younger team out anyways and that. Oh, shot there, but save there from Hugo Lloris. Yeah, good save from Hugo. Could have been a chance there for a goal. Good shot there from Neymar. And then Hugo Lloris saves it. Obviously, Georgehigton City did actually play Padres in the Premier League a week ago, actually, on Tuesday last week. They play. Oh, it's a goal here. Oh, clearance. Oh, that was going in. What was I about to say anyway? City did actually play Padres at the La Soccer Stadium a few weeks ago in the Premier League. In their Premier League game last Tuesday, they did, and they lost 4-1. They did Padres, and it was City won 4-1 that match. So can they use that back power against Padres here today? We'll see. Now even they played them in the KFC League Cup as well. They did in February. So even though City went through that round, even they won the KFC League Cup they did a few weeks ago against Goldfield. They won one trophy this season, but they want to try and win the Europa League. It's more the main priority. That doesn't mean his job's saved. It is the Europa League or top 4, because those are the ones where it put you into the Champions League for next season. Now Marassa now boots the ball. I think all the fans watching this at home, I think they would be very disappointed not to watch it at the stadium because of the COVID-19. But it's all good. It's all about people's health at the end of the day. But at the moment, it's 0-0 at the moment. Chance. Nagolan here. Oh, what a save there from Hugo Lloris. Now it's going to be Messi. Header away. Defending there. Come on, let's see. Alright, so half time. Not been a very good game. It's been goalless. It's been in the first half. They know this game is important for these two teams to get into the Europa League semi-finals, and we know how they want win this competition as going to win the whole entire thing, as they're rooting that competition in the top 4. They've got to play to in the quarters. That's a problem. Doesn't affect Unai Emery as much because he won't get sacked because it's his first season in charge. But it'll be for Mourinho. It'll be for him if he ends up losing. So we know how this is important for him. Now Pepe, there was good skills there for Nicolo Pepe. Header away now, Mariano Fellaini. Header away. Oh, right on the goalkeeper's hands. Lacazette that was there. Could have been a close opportunity now. It's a chance here for Thomas Hersey. He's on his own here. Thomas Hersey, let's sweaty it there for a goal. And it is a goal. And Lionel Messi equalises. His first ever Europa League goal of the season. And it's 1-0 City. And they're in the lead in this Europa League first leg. At this moment in time. And even though Unai Emery knows that is not good for him in terms of his record. He's won it 3 times as a manager. He's against another top team as well. It makes it even a lot harder. But they're losing. Goal scorer number 10, Lionel Messi. That's a deflection. It deflected one of the Rami. Rami was deflected off his leg. So was deflection. It was, I think he could have blocked it, to be honest with you, but it hit his leg and it just skimmed it. Look, he skimmed his knee, that did, and it just went to the own net. So yeah, that's disappointing. But good goal for Messi. If they get a goal, Padres, then if they end up getting a draw at the La Soccer Stadium, they win by, they get an away goal, they go through Padres. They just got to get a goal, keep it that away goal. And then if they end up hanging on to that at their game next week, then they go through because they got an away goal. They got Padres. If they end up having that, but at the moment, City winning by 1-0. Now is a good ball. Osinac. And Danny Ceballos. Malcolm. Oh. Now Thomas Hersey. Now trying to get the ball here. Thomas Hersey's going all the way. He's won the ball. Good defending. Header away. Save for the keeper. Defending again. Danny Ceballos. Now Fellaini. Now good ball. Here's a chance here for a good save there from Hugo Lloris. Now Rami. Good ball there from Malcolm here. Found a sweaty. Lacazette. Oh, that was going to be a chance, but scuffed. Even Unai Emery is in the sidelines shouting, "Hey, come on, Belente, Bodo, Beke, come on, yeah, Emery could see how angry, and he's speaking in Spanish here. He's getting a little bit angry on the sidelines. Could have finished that, he could have done. But, okay, corner kick. Now Hersey. Good ball now, Messi now. Yeah, they know it's a bit intense now. Getting a little bit of pressure now for Padres in the late stage of the game, in the first leg of the Europa League. If they can get an away goal, that'll be good. They've got one more leg to play next week. So if Emery's team lost today, then they got next week. If they get 2 goals away from home, if they get 2 goals at home next week, then they go through. If they get 1 goal, they're out because they didn't get the away goal in that first leg. They've got to score 2 goals. They've got to score if they have that. Across the box here. Save there from Hugo Lloris. Now Lacazette. No. Now Lemar. Good ball. Oh no. Defending as well, but the score at the moment is 1-0. Seems like City gonna get the win, 1-0 narrow win, I think, for Georgehigton City. Even though the City fans not here today behind closed doors, at least they can get the 1-0 lead to take away from home to the La Soccer Stadium next week. It's nearly over here. And and it's all over. And Padres do lose in the first leg of the Europa League. They're not just out just yet. They got next Thursday to maybe redeem themselves. But what a goal there from Lionel Messi. And that's the only goal was scored in the game. And Mourinho does take away an advantage, and they will take that to the La Soccer Stadium next week against Padres in this Republican derby kind of game. It's not really a derby game, but if it's European, two Republican teams playing each other in this competition, it is kind of a bit of a derby in a way. But the score, they're in the same league as each other, but the score is Georgehigton City 1, Padres 0.